So today, checking out something a bit controversial, we have Triptii Dimri talking about Sandeep Reddy Vanga on the Renvi show, and she was asked about him. And as we all know, there are a lot of opinions about him online. Some are valid, some are some conjecture. Is like everyone's opinion. You cannot say anything much about it, but he is often painted in the wrong light because the kind of films he has made, the kind of things they explore. I remember during Animal, someone saying they are worried about the women, in his life. And I'm like, that is personal. That's a personal attack and that should not, be there. He makes certain kind of films. He has his own ideology. You may agree and disagree with it. But to make a personal remark like that about him, that is crossing a line. But let's hear from her, having worked on the film, what she has to say. Again, if you haven't seen the original video, I'll put the link to the description below. You can check it out. The channel membership is live. If you want to support the channel, you can become a member. Enjoy such reactions early and some member-only videos like song reactions. To know more, click on the join button. Without any delay, let's check it out.
संदीप सर के साथ काम करना कैसा था?
बहुत अच्छा था. I think he's someone who's very very passionate about what he does and he's always thinking about the story. मैं उनको कभी
you can like tell it from his work, like as a look at it as a filmmaker, right? Like he has only made Kabir Singh, Arjun Reddy, then made in Hindi Kabir Singh, super successful, and his next film is Animal, and he got the budget he wanted, he got the hero he wanted. He said, I'll make it 3 hour long, I'll make my own songs, I'll make songs for each language, and it took, they delayed the film for that. So to have that command, that just making your second film, yes, the first was successful, but still having such conviction, I will make it 3 hour long, I'll make it the way I want, I'll not, follow the rules and formats and formulas. That takes guts. That is something special about him. And someone cannot really dictate at such point in his career, which he's able to. That's what makes him, special for many. And that's why, a lot of people like look up to him. Like Anurag Kashyap has said it, that he didn't have that, conviction and that the strongness that I'll not listen to the producer and make it what I want. So that says it a lot. That's a different side of him.
अभी मैं टकरा जाऊँ होता है ना, आप सेम होटल में हो. उस टाइम पे मैं कोई और फिल्म भी शूट कर रही थी जब एनिमल शूट हो रही थी और हम सेम होटल में थे, तो आई वाज स्विचिंग दैट सेट टू दिस सेट. कहीं पे भी टकरा जाओ, ही वुड टॉक अबाउट सम सीन, द कैरेक्टर, एंड ही इज सो इनटू इट एंड सो दैट you feel like, अरे यार, मतलब you can't bluff this guy. You have to be completely honest with the character. And he gives you that freedom also on set. ये सारी बातें आपके साथ off set होंगी. When you're on set, he's like so easy. Like he'll be like, this is the scene. What are you feeling? What do you think we should do? Okay, let's do what you want to do. And when you give a shot, if something's not working, he'll politely come and say, this is something that I've got. Now let's try something else. But you try. I'm not going to tell you how you should be feeling. And he's always observing. Even when I'm talking to him off camera or kuch na kuch. Abhi isse pehle, what was the expression? You said something and this was, what were you thinking? Can you channelize that?
Interesting.
कभी गुस्सा किया आप पे?
नहीं. In fact, हर शॉट के बाद वो बुला के दिखाते थे सीन कि ये सीन है, is it working for you? It's working for me.
ये मैं इसलिए पूछा क्योंकि आई फील कि संदीप सर वुड बी अ फुल्ली
It'll be interesting if he comes for this, like his podcast. And like every time he gives an interview, there's some controversy happens. So maybe I would say, personally, I would say if he asked me what he should do, which he would never, and I don't think anyone should, but if I can give an opinion what he should, I like, just make your films, man. Don't give interviews. Just you can tell what you want, right? Why give interviews and why force people how they should think about your film? Like, let them say anything you want. You make your film, enjoy. That's what you want. That's why you came in the industry. Why focus on all the noise and unnecessary get into these conflicts with other people and have different thoughts? Let them have their thoughts. You make what you love doing. That's it.
Different guy on set, वो पूरे flow state में रहते हैं.
He's very very devoted to his.
पर गुस्सा था बिल्कुल भी
नहीं. जब तक मैं सेट पे थी, I have not like. बट आई थिंक वैसे काम हो भी नहीं सकता. आपको अच्छा काम करने के लिए ना एक शांति चाहिए ही चाहिए यार. क्योंकि आई हैव सीन, आई हैव बीन ऑन सेट्स वेयर देयर आर पीपल स्क्रीमिंग दिस एंड दैट. यू नेवर, आपका सेंटर ही हिला हुआ है और मेरा बहुत जल्दी हिल जाता है अगर मेरे सामने कोई चिल्ला.
I think you need mood, right? Like for certain films, you need a mood. And if it's so much noise, chaos, and shouting, and you're not able to get into that vibe you want for a scene, then it's gonna impact the film.
गा रहा है या ऊंची आवाज़ में बात कर रहा है, मेरा बिल्कुल मतलब मैं किसी और ही दुनिया में चली जाती हूँ, फिर मैं फोकस ही नहीं कर पाती।
एनिमल पार्क कब रिलीज हो रही है?
मुझे भी नहीं पता।
संदीप सर के लिए एक मैसेज है,
क्या?
तृप्ति का रोल और भी पिवटल होना चाहिए एनिमल पार्क। दैट्स व्हाट ऑल द ऑडियंसेस वांट, कि आपका बहुत
think it-
डिफाइनिंग रोल होना चाहिए। इफ इट्स बीइंग रिटन राइट नाउ सर,
Wait, what? I think it should be that, considering it's gonna be focused on the other guy now. I'm considering he'll be the kind of antagonist, but he's the protagonist. We are focusing on his narrative now, and then Ranvijay's character is the second fiddle, maybe, in a sense.
write even deeper, write some crazy shit. We know you will.
या
Okay.
फिंगर्स क्रॉस्ड।
Okay. आप कुछ कह रहे थे, सेंटर हिल जाता।
हाँ मतलब मुझसे नहीं हो पाता अगर बहुत ज़्यादा लोग चिल्ला रहे हैं मेरे आसपास। आई थिंक बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस आने के लिए कि आपका एनवायरनमेंट भी अच्छा हो। और ये चीज़ भी मैंने बुलबुल और कला के सेट पे देखी। हम जब परफॉर्म कर रहे होते थे, कैमरा ऑन है, यू एक्ट व्हेन यू आर रेडी, वी विल वेट फॉर यू बिकॉज नन ऑफ दिस विल।
It's very interesting that she gets a lot of like the moment she did Animal, so much criticism, and now she's doing very commercial films and very loud films, and she's dancing and all of that stuff, right? A typical in Bollywood what happens, especially with heroines, and she's getting so much flack for it. Like, you're an actress, what are you doing? Like, she's a great actress and she can try anything she wants. Like, what is this control that she should only do what you think she should do? Like, let her explore, let her become a star. When you become a star, you can do anything. Like, Kala didn't make her a star. It was a great film. She was great in it. Bulbul was great film. She was great in it. But that didn't make her the star what Animal did. You know, if she gets limelight, do these songs, dance, and do these kind of films, she gets a bigger image, and then she can actually make a Kala become a big film, in the future. But she can do whatever she wants. Like, we cannot really control an actor's choice.
work if this is not working. If you're इतनी हम लाइटिंग कर रहे हैं, इतना सेटअप कर रहे हैं, अगर आपकी परफॉर्मेंस ही काम नहीं कर रही तो इस सब का कुछ फ़ायदा ही नहीं है ना। That has to work for all of this to work. So everybody on that set was so professional. हमारे जब emotional scenes होते थे, they would all just be very quiet and patiently wait for all of us to be in the zone, be ready. And performance कुछ magic तभी होता है जब सब साथ में मिलके कुछ एक चीज़ की तरफ काम कर रहे होते हैं। तभी मैंने देखा है कि अच्छा वाओ, कुछ तो मैजिकल हुआ, क्या हुआ पता नहीं, but I felt good. और जब ये chaos होता है ना, then you were not there 100%. You were just
Distracting.
trying to survive.
I was expecting something more. I thought he'll ask her about the perception he has, but maybe I think that's not a question for her to answer. But yet again, I see whatever you think about him. You can. If you don't like his films, you don't like it. You don't need to like them. If you like them, you can like them. You don't need to hate them. Like, you don't need to be at one end of the spectrum. You can be, fluid. You can be anywhere, whatever your thoughts are. There's no one answer to anything. But I think if you watch cinema, if you're a cinephile, if you want to break it down, like, there's something like watching Animal, you feel a discomfort, you feel something, and it's just a 2D projection, right, of light in different colors hitting my retina. That, like, that's the bare minimum what's really happening, and that is making me feel something. That's something every filmmaker wants their films to make some people feel something, and this film was disturbing, but it was making me feel disturbed. Maybe, something he got it right, like something he was able to translate what was happening on screen to me. And I think, like, it's always good to understand what's really happening, what is he doing, what he's good at, how he's able to get that feeling within me, that emotion, what he's getting it, how is he doing differently, why this film stands out so much, because it's not following any formula or a pattern. It's a true, like true vision in his head, and he just gets it on screen. That's special about him. So there's different ways to look at it. You don't need to like that guy. There are many directors who have made great films, but you may not be a fan of them, as a person. You don't need to be. It's about the work, and it's not about the person and all of that. So I think that's the distinction you have to make between art and artist. But it's your choice, whatever you want to feel. But you can let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And you can check out this video next, and I will see you next time.